The lady bits are out in Beverly Hills, or are they? It's the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 7, Episode 3, going Commando, right now.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
I'm a royal diplomat.
Hey AfterBuzzers, welcome to the Real Housewives of BH after show here at AfterBuzz TV. We're here to talk about this episode and go in deep with the full panel. I'm your host, Grant Rutter, Grants__Rants on Twitter.
Just to clarify, he's not going too deep, all right? We don't have an Erika Lisa situation over here. Hey guys, my name is Christy Olson, and you can always hit me up at Christy Reports.
Hey guys, I'm Orlina. Find me everywhere on social media at Orlina.
And it's Megan Stecher. And same with the social media everywhere at Megan Stecher.
I like it, I like it. Thomas, I like your glasses. I cannot pull off fake glasses. I bought the child size because I have a narrow face.
I want to say Thomas is doing it right, but did you guys see the paparazzi pics of Justin Bieber today doing it?
He had the same ones.
But it would look so wrong.
Oh,
I
too
can't.
big for the face?
He was wearing like a Kardashian level fur.
I saw that one, I was like, wait.
I felt like the glasses were like a bit too big. Like those fit your face perfectly.
Thank
and
you.
Like his just looked so like wrong. I don't know. It was too much for me.
He was going for a lot.
Yeah.
He took a big risk.
It was extra.
It was super.
Very over the top, yes. Well, let's talk about the show, of course, and let's talk about the New York scenes, which I thought were so well shot and nice, and really kind of nice to see, like, summertime, you know, especially now with the dead of winter. Lisa Rinna is there, Kyle is there, their daughters are there. It was really kind of an episode where we kind of caught up with all the kids.
Yes.
Megan and I mentioned that it was a little bit of channeling a little bit of New Jersey in a way, where it's like kind of like the kids.
See, I think of Orange County.
Okay.
When we think of really seeing the families like that.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Delilah Bell, as she's referred to, is modeling. She had some beautiful shots. I mean, this girl really is actually doing it. She's in Teen Vogue, which is big. Good for her. Sophia, Kyle's daughter, is in New York. She's really pretty and 5'10" and a lot taller than her mother. And I don't know why was she in the city. I don't remember why she was with her. I guess she just went on the trip for Kyle.
I think she mentioned that she tries to take her daughters to New York once in a while, so she brought her.
Okay, it's this one's turn, yeah.
Yeah, and it was a nice time for us to actually see Sophia for once.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. I don't remember the last time
I was like,
she was on.
Sophia? Who the hell is that?
Yeah, I don't even remember. Let's talk a little bit about Dorit. And I look forward to seeing her because to me, she is like a cartoon character that is just trying to be, it's almost like the cartoon rich woman that's like so snooty and over the top, and she's just trying, she's pulling out everything she can to bring across this persona of this lifestyle. I feel like she's not that involved with her kids. She doesn't even bother to pack the bag to go to the park. She barely can take the kid to the speech therapy. I'm like, I don't know if I behind this girl, I am kind of getting a good laugh at her.
I kind of feel like with her, we're kind of getting like a Camille Grammer a little bit in the sense that like we just see her day to day. But I wish that they would, I mean, we're 3 episodes in. I wanted to know more about her business. She talked about Dorit, her swim line that we kind of saw in the beginning. But, you know, I'm not really seeing that much. But I do enjoy seeing her on TV.
It's like this fantasy life that she's living, and of course, like, we're all bred to disapprove of it, but it's kind of fantastical to see someone actually living their life like this and not really hiding it from us. Like, she's not hiding the nannies. She's fully like, look, my nannies do everything. I love my kids, but my nannies do everything. And I'm like, oh. Like, I think any other housewife would hide that aspect and trot the kids out on camera.
Yeah.
Right, and I think it says a lot about her that she doesn't. She should be afraid that this doesn't come across well. Act like you at least put the car into the backseat, but she doesn't. So the fact that she thinks it's I just am speaking to your point, Grant, that she's trying to portray herself this way.
That's what I think. I think for those who are like on the Hilton level, who have really like never-ending money, I feel like they don't have to talk about it so much. I know that she's trying to, bring across this lifestyle on the show. I'm sure that's encouraged. They want to show off everything she's got, and I get it. But I don't know, like, again, we were introduced to her. Instead of learning about any of the business or about anything, we're around a lot of celebrities. And I'm like, okay, all right, but what else do you got? And I'm still waiting.
Yeah. We'll see a lot.
into it.
Yeah, I know Megan is into it. I'm into it too, and I like the fact that on the next episode, you know, she kind of goes in on Erika, and that's the kind of stuff that I'm sure Lisa kind of prepared her for, and I'm sure she's seen so many of these episodes. Like she's gonna have to come up with something and butt heads with somebody. So I'm interested to see where she goes.
Yeah, I don't. To me, I'm getting a good chuckle at her. I don't like to say I'm laughing at her, but when those two, when that husband, we'll talk about him later. But when those two come on, I'm like, now what? How many names / what are they gonna drop in this scene to like let us know more about how much money they have? I don't know. I'm just like, I'm into it, but kind of on a joke level. I'm not taking her too seriously just yet. I don't know. The jury's out on her.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I don't know. That's just my opinion. Lisa Vanderpump is out to buy another gift for her husband. She bought him a really nice over $25,000 watch, beautiful watch. I was glad that we didn't have to deal with any more animals this time. We had that last week, so we're good for a while, I think. What else? Erika is doing really well. She's doing shows. I missed one of them, but Denver and Greece. And
Yes,
was
and
there
Vegas.
Vegas. Okay, I didn't want to miss Vegas. She's got this new song, "Expensive," that if you listen when during these auditions, you
I'm
kind of hear
trying
it.
so hard.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I liked
yeah.
it, yeah. It was
good.
It's not out, but obviously we're waiting, and we'll be having it playing in the studio once it's out and available. And this video is going to be really over the top. Mikey can't wait to get this video together. Did you catch her shirt? Did you read her shirt?
I kept trying, and what did it say?
It said, "My pussy, my rules."
Oh, pat the puss. Well, you know what I noticed? Mikey said at the very end of this scene, he's like, "We've really got to get this video done because I know you have other things going on." And I was like, "Oh, okay. What do we mean by that?" I mean, she doesn't have to work. Her job is being Erika Jane. So what does he mean by you don't even have time to make this new video? Okay.
Perhaps this was around the time they were shooting for Young and the Restless, but that doesn't take more than a couple
I think
days,
she only
right?
did one day shoot, right?
And that they shoot about a month and a half. I'd say about what would that be? Like 5
Okay, so-
weeks, 5 weeks out from the air date. So that was
So that's out.
like
Maybe a spin-off we don't
Thanksgiving.
know about that's just gonna come out of nowhere.
Oh, Thomas, you're speaking the language.
See, I think it's the travels. 'Cause I follow her on Instagram and Snapchat, and I saw a lot of her traveling over the summer. And I thought each trip was the cast trip, and I was like, oh, so they're going to Greece. But it was really her. She's really actually going to perform. So she really was traveling quite a bit over the summer. So I remember being like, wow, now she's over here. Now she's over here. So
that kind of answers our question. We were wondering last week why she doesn't perform in LA more, because we just want to see her live more.
Yeah.
But if she's getting high-profile gigs in places like Greece and Vegas, you could see why she maybe doesn't want to spend her time performing right here in LA, which she can do anytime.
Yeah.
Right,
And she's
yeah.
such a smart woman. She's such a smart businesswoman. It's exciting to see where this is all gonna, go.
Yeah, I respect that she doesn't sell out and doesn't overdo it in one city, because she could just be an LA queen. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So no, I'm behind it. So Kyle has her store, and it's in Beverly Hills, the Hamptons, and now it's opening up on the Upper East Side. And she has a huge store. I mean, that cannot be
huge.
cheap. I mean, I don't know how much money she's making in this boutique, but that's like
That's
a
just
gigantic
it.
store.
It doesn't matter how much money she makes. She could foot the bill on this. She could bankroll this entire thing, lose money on it every single month, and it wouldn't matter to her. She could consider it a hobby.
But she does
think
have
you're right.
have a
You're not wrong.
partner. So I wonder how the partner would feel about that location if it lost
Yeah.
money.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
I was surprised because I was thinking this could be like a really, especially in New York,
Yeah.
just get a teeny store, have it be all
Right, that's what
special,
I was
thinking.
boutique.
Yeah.
But I mean, good for her. I mean, anyone that can hold down that many stores, let's
I
work.
remember when the Kardashians were out to buy space for Dash. I mean, their store is not that big, but Kyle's store is humongous compared to theirs.
My question is, why are we in the Upper East Side? Is
That's
this the
true.
wrong neighborhood for her store? Because I feel like it's more of a tourist attraction where people who don't live near one of the other locations would be excited to come visit New York
Like
City
Chelsea
and
or
I've been
something.
watching Kyle forever on the Housewives. I'd love to pop into her store.
I think you're so right.
So, the women of the Upper East Side are shopping at really, really expensive places, and Kyle carries expensive things, but I almost feel like they'd snub their nose like, we're too cool.
Yeah, maybe even being tied in with the Housewives, women of bankers and Wall Street, I wouldn't be like, no, we're good.
It'll be interesting to see what they do.
It's already open. I think it opened right before the first episode.
Yeah, Christy, didn't you speak to that?
Yeah, we talked about the opening and the news and gossip of our first episode.
Oh, yeah. I thought so. Oh, yeah, right. I thought so, but I was like, I don't remember if it was open yet or we were just talking about it. But
yeah, so it'd be just a little over 2 weeks ago.
Oh, good for her. Well, she said it was
it's
gonna,
early.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
She said it was only going to be like 2 months. Well, this was in the height of the summer, so it took more than 2 months, as we can tell. What did you think of that gaudy Jeep outside with the Florida plate? Did you catch that?
I think that's cute.
It was very Vanderpumpy,
It
like the
was.
old
True.
school
Yeah.
pink,
True,
like whatever it is that they sit outside a pump that we've seen them
Yeah.
going on during the parade.
It was kind of like Bethany's, her.
Her
didn't she
skinny
have
girl VW.
Yeah, the VW.
Yes.
So and they're close friends, so you would think that would kind of like, I'm gonna have my store, I'm gonna have a car.
What do you think being on like a reality show that the whole country could watch you would be enough promotion? They literally are driving a car around town, like, follow me. It's like, oh my God.
I just
Yeah.
feel bad for the very poor person who has to move their car for street cleaning because it's so annoying. Like, it's just doesn't serve a purpose. You know what I mean? I just think it's just obnoxious. Like, I don't know. Again, like Upper East Side. Like, I don't know if these women of multi-billionaires are gonna want to walk past that.
They were
I mean,
legitimate
maybe,
point.
maybe they'd be into it. I don't know.
Maybe they think it's cute. I don't
Right?
know.
Like,
it.
I watched the show. Let's go in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I'm with you, Megan. I think it should be in a more tourist-heavy place. You
Yeah.
because I know, like, when I go into the city, like, I'm not really looking to go too far out of Midtown because that's what I'm there for. You know, if you're there to see a play, you're usually staying in that area. So yeah, I mean, I'm probably not gonna go to that store. I mean, I don't go to Beverly Hills one anyway. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna be in that. I just wouldn't go there. I wouldn't go there.
Maybe
as an
just to snap like a
out-of-towner.
selfie and just be like, oh, I'm here.
Nah, I mean, I don't want to be seen with that Jeep. So no. No, I'm just kidding. What else? We talked a little about Dorit. I wrote Dorit does nothing.
Oh my God.
Oh, our chat roll chimed in a little bit. PJ said, Dorit reminds me more of Adrienne Maloof than Camille Grammer. Adrienne was not shy about showing the bling, etc.
That's true. Yeah. Although Adrienne had a shade of realness to her, like a real, like, to me, she was a little more grounded.
She was like honest, very honest. I
Yeah.
felt. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what stuck out to me was introducing us to both the children and that they both have special needs in a way.
They do.
Like the physical need of the baby and then the son's not speaking yet. I was like,
Yeah.
oh wow, this like humanizes her a bit.
That was interesting because again, we're finally learning something beyond the fact that Boy George lives with her, and she had to mention that again. That parenting is harder to do than getting Boy George to date a woman. And it's like, we get it, we get the connection, you know.
Good one, Dorit.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that actually was juicy. Like, we want to know about these people's lives. So yeah, I'm with you on that completely. Eileen, let's talk a little bit about her. We'll kind of package her all in one since she was kind of on her own island in this episode. I really felt for her. I mean, dealing with multiple deaths. I don't blame her for going to therapy.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it seems like her whole nuclear family, except for her, you know, her husband and her children, have kind of come and gone. So that's a lot to deal with. I can't wrap my mind around any of that. I'm very fortunate in my life, but that is a lot to handle.
It is a lot to handle. And you know, when she was talking about having to explain it to people and almost being embarrassed, I really understood that because I thought, you know, it must feel like, what's wrong with me that I have all these people, you know, I know that some of her family members, most of them are medical reasons, but some are overdoses and things like that. I can certainly understand how she feels like she's complaining too much or whining or going, oh, woe is me, when you start going, oh, yes, I lost my mother, well, and my brother, well, and my sister, and my other, you know, I really understood her, where she was coming from in this scene. I really felt for her.
Because you're always on the receiving end of sympathy.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of like, after a while, it's like a lot, I feel like. Especially when you feel like I feel like she's in her head where she might feel as though she's putting people out. Instead of having to just have a quick chat, there's always someone they have to, like, oh, I'm so sorry about this death. I'm so sorry. And it just kind of changes the dynamic of relationships after a while.
I'm sure it takes a lot on her as well because she's going to this therapy on camera. She's in between going through grief, but she's like, I have to work. I'm like, all these cameras are here. So it's nice for the viewers who can relate to what she's going through to
Yeah.
kind of, you know, sympathize with
Right.
her. So she kind of balances out the show.
Yeah. My mom's actually going through this. Her mom passed away. It'll be a year ago in like a week. 2 weeks? A week.
Sorry.
So, and she just said the other day, you know, I'm still grieving my mother, with air quotes. I'm still what I call grieving. You know, like, Mom, you're grieving your mother, and that's okay, especially at the holidays. And But just to hear the list rattled off of all the deaths, I was like, oh, wow.
so
Okay,
many.
that's a lot to handle.
I think it was almost 10 names.
Yeah.
Short of, had maybe 7 at the very least, but.
And she wasn't saying like my next door neighbor's third cousin, stepfather twice
Yeah,
removed.
it was
like
her sisters.
yeah.
The parents and the siblings.
Father-in-law.
She said she was the youngest of 7 too, so that must weigh a lot on her.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
I think, yeah, I mean, it's like when you lose your parents, it's like such an earth-shattering change. And then, but she's already had siblings precede her mother. It's like, I think you start getting scared and feeling closer to death. I think that's why your parents' death rattles you so much, is you're like, shit, now I'm next in line.
Yeah, kind of like that generation is now
Right,
gone.
isn't it? Yeah,
and
yeah.
you're that generation now. Yeah, scary stuff. I thought the moment when she said, when she closed the door, it was closing the door on her mother's physical existence. It is very final. I mean, her son was on her for getting emotional, but that is such, I mean, to go into someone's home after they've passed, I can only imagine must be just it's I mean, it can't be easy, to say the very least. So I really felt for her. I really enjoy Eileen on this show. Like you said, it kind of balanced it out.
Yeah.
She's got me this season.
Yeah.
You like her? You're in.
Yeah.
I don't know. Last season, where were you? A little like lukewarm on her.
Yes, because she just wasn't. She was just boring last
Right,
season. I
yeah.
thought.
Yeah, until the end.
And not that she
yeah.
needs to be dealing with grief to not
To be
boring.
interesting.
But I think, this allows us to see inside her life more. We just didn't get that from her last season.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, meanwhile, back in New York, Lisa Rinna has a meeting with her daughter, and they're going to see our fashion book. And this guy comes in with a shirt. This girl, this actress, this model, her daughter is 18 years old, and her agent has a shirt that says "pervert" on it. Like, are you kidding me?
I
Like,
caught that too.
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, granted, I don't know if he was a straight man. Let's just say, but. Still, I mean, why would you conduct yourself that way? That is not a professional thing. You're going into this. They spoke up this CR book, this modeling thing.
Kind of
and-
cheapened the
yeah.
situation.
Is it
And then you go in
it's
looking
a
like
high-end
that.
fashion thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Right? I mean, still, I
but
get
is
what
it
you're saying.
professional for business?
No, totally
You know
not.
what I mean?
I
If
don't
I
think
were
so.
filming a reality show, I probably would wear that tomorrow. Like, let's
Yeah.
put something
Put the blazer on. Let's
Yeah,
put the
I'm like-
blazer, a nice shirt.
In the next breath, she's like, "Yeah, I'm leaving my daughter in the city overnight alone with the guy who's the
With the pervert agent.
Yeah. Just saying. Just, I mean, check 1, 2. Just check 1, 2 on that one. I don't know. But
I do have to say, I'm glad that there is like a set of daughters on this season, because when Yolanda left, that was a part of me that was like, no, wait, Gigi, to come back. Like, Bella,
Yeah.
come back. So they fill that role for it. And you could tell Lisa is so adamant about making her this teen Vogue, which she is.
Yes.
Props to her. But I feel like I'm really happy that there's like 2 set of sisters on the show.
Yeah.
Because Kyle's daughters, they come in and out, but this we're seeing like, they're teens.
yeah,
it's,
they
it's
did
fun.
an interview. Yeah, I like that. They had a moment.
This is a great storyline for Rinna, because she kept, I feel like the faux drama, or always trying to start something so that she would have a storyline. And now she's like, oh, let me use the Yolanda playbook.
Yep.
Push the kids right on camera.
Yeah.
They'll get their fame and become the next Gigi and Bella, and then I'm good.
Yeah.
Then I don't got to work so hard on the
Yep,
Housewives.
set them for
Yeah.
life. Same strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
she's
I
on
think
there.
it's a good look for her. And the girls having interviews, I thought was unique, because we
Yes.
haven't seen that.
Yeah,
Right,
that was
yeah,
awesome.
like
And they
that.
have a great dynamic together.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
daughters do.
Yeah.
It makes me excited for reality spin-offs of the future.
I know,
Oh,
right?
yeah, you never know.
And hopefully some intertwining
those girls.
between everybody.
Yeah.
The daughters of Beverly Hills. The daughters
Yeah.
of Beverly Hills take New York. I mean, the possibilities are endless.
I like those 2 girls. Yeah, I want to see more of them. Max wasn't on the show, Lisa Vanderpump's son, but they talked about how she wants to gift him the Lux life, and she wants to get him his own furnished apartment, which must be nice, that he still has to pay for. So I don't know, what is Max just still hanging out at Pump and Sir, or what is he doing now?
Last we heard, he's still, working at Sir.
Yeah.
But, last season, this is such a change, because she was saying, I'm not going to pay your electric bill, and there was something about a vehicle, too. I think he couldn't even afford gas or something, and she was just refusing to help him out at all. So I'm just curious when or how she decided that, we struggled enough now. Like, she kind of just
Yeah,
put it very
where was-
final.
yeah.
Like, I want them to
Yeah.
struggle, but then I want to give them everything. So what was the catalyst?
I think for her, it was to set it up that way, to be honest with you, because I feel like Lisa is, that's kind of her personality a little bit. And if she was just gonna right off the bat give him everything, she would have been judged by the viewers like, oh, of course, rich family, rich life. Of course, this is what Lisa's gonna do. But to do it in levels like what she's doing, it makes sense. Like, and I feel like she's announcing it like this is what's happening now. So I don't. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, good for him. I mean,
lucky him. Yeah.
Yeah, really though.
I was hoping she was going to say like, oh, he finally this or finally that, or like the power's been on and his apartment's clean and he comes to work every day and he works so hard and we just gave him a promotion at Pump, like whatever. But it was like, oh, he's struggled enough. And I was like, damn it, Lisa. Make me like you, Lisa. Come on. Oh, well.
I know. This episode, her behavior was a little more dialed back. I have to say, like, I thought I was really tough on her last week, but I look at a lot of the comments on YouTube. You guys got a lot of love on there.
We did.
We really appreciate it.
That's nice. And we all do good. We thank you for it, and please continue to share the love of the comments below, of course, and give us some ratings on iTunes. We know you're listening, so why not?
Yes.
But let's talk about what I was gonna say. The comments about Lisa. Like a lot of people are like, a lot of people are just over her.
Yeah.
It seems like, I mean, I don't want to come on here and be negative towards one of the ladies, but I gotta be real. I mean, last week was not a good look for her. Her behavior was bad.
I thought, you know what, her humor actually really worked for her in the watch shopping scene with Dorit. I thought it was, she actually was coming across very funny. But it's when she's just going in on other women and wants them to think it's such a funny joke all the time.
Well, that's a bitch move.
It's tired.
Yeah, that's a bitch move.
That's tired to me.
Yeah, I would have put up with that for a minute. If someone felt that comfortable to keep making jabs and stuff like that, like they would think twice before they did it again. Because I don't enjoy that. I don't easily let things go like disappear like that. Because I don't like people to think that they can get away with it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I do like the fact that Lisa and Dorit, I love their friendship, like the shopping. You see like the Lisa of like the very beginning, the happy with her friend, with her dog, you know what I mean? But I just, I appreciate their friendship together.
Yeah, I feel like Dorit was very impressed with herself attending that shopping trip. Let's talk about her and the husband. Let's talk about the husband.
The husband, yes.
A classic line from this show, right? Let's talk about the husband. Yeah, Lisa Rinna. She said that.
Kim Richards.
No, Kim.
Oh, Kim. Kim. Oh. So about the husband.
About Harry Hamlin.
All right, thank you. Yes, I should know this. God, I should know this. The white party that we didn't get to see is coming up, and these ladies are joining at Estrella, right?
No, Pump.
Pump.
I actually went to that party.
No, beforehand.
Weren't they at Sofitel?
Sofitel first, and then they didn't show the party. They didn't show the party.
That was real lame tease.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. I was like, I wanted to like see
seconds.
myself in there. Like, did they get me? Because at that time I was blonde. So I was like,
and they were shooting. And they were shooting.
They were, they were shooting in there, but they didn't show any of the footage. I think Daily Mail had shot footage for their online website at the time.
Hold out for secrets and what the hell
Secrets
they call
revealed.
that crap at
Secrets
the end of the
revealed.
reunion? Yeah, there you go.
We'll have to
get
wait
it
a
then.
few weeks.
Yeah, a few.
Months. Sorry, months.
It will be 23 weeks away.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yep.
Stay tuned.
Yes. So PK says that he's what are we drinking? Oh, I'm having Red Bulls and vodka. I like this. That turned me off so much because it's like frat party stuff. Like that is like you're at this nice place. You know, we enjoy a lot of champagne here on this panel. And I was like, really, this PK is not doing it for me. I just think he's such a joke. I mean, I really shouldn't be saying this, but I do. I think he's a huge
He's
joke.
loving it. This is his first time at it, and I feel like the husbands who come on the first time, they don't know what they're expecting. I mean, you can watch all the other husbands, but once the cameras are on, you know, he's just kind of going with it and adding a little extra too.
Yeah, I mean, look, if I was in his shoes too, I'd be having some fun too. So whatever. But I mean, I wouldn't be drinking that on camera though. Anyway,
The shade, Grant shade is so good.
Kyle has announced that Alicia Silverstone is playing her mother, right? The mother
Yes.
in her show, which is interesting. We've heard a lot about the show. I thought this news broke recently, but I guess it came out in the summer. I don't know. When are they going into production on this? Do we know?
It was a few months ago when that news broke. I remember because we
Okay.
talked about it on Orange County Housewives, actually.
Okay.
Yes. So that's how I remember. But, you know, she had said that it was going to be, it's been signed to TV Land a long time ago
Yeah.
already. I mean, this has to be coming soon.
Well, there's a production still out.
Oh.
Like the cast photo, but it's just a still. And it's Alicia Silverstone and Mina Suvari, and then another actress I don't really know.
Are they in a lawn or something?
They're on like a patio near a pool or something.
I saw
Oh, I
that.
have to look
Yeah.
this up.
So I mean, the styling of the photo is beautiful. Like, I'm so convinced, and I read that it's supposed to be a dramedy, and I'm like, oh, this looks like it could be a legit drama. I'm excited.
70s chic.
I'm gonna take a look. I'm curious to see what this all was about. You've heard about it long enough. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I would have made it a point to avoid this show just because I don't care for Kyle. I have
Right.
I don't care to consume anything that she's had a hand in or to hear anything about her personal story. However, if you're gonna put Alicia Silverstone in it, you're not really giving me a choice because I love Alicia Silverstone
yes.
and I'll watch anything that she's a part of. I think that was a genius casting move, and I'm just glad to see her in another starring role on a TV show.
Yeah. She's got a great career.
She really has.
Yeah, and she's not even that old, so she's a lot coming.
Well, I think the fact that Kathy Hilton's pissed that the show is getting made is like very exciting. I'm
Yes.
like, ooh,
That's
spill
true.
all the secrets. Then what happened?
Give us all the tea, Kathy.
Well, Dorit brings up how her and Lisa have this great British humor, and then Erika pipes in and she says, oh, well, let's all start speaking with fake English accents and start to insult people.
Thank you, Erika.
I was surprised by her in that moment because she doesn't usually just come for people like that, especially when we can count on Erika to call someone out when they do something that they need to be called out on.
Yeah.
But in this case, it sort of seemed like they were just sitting down. It made me think that there was something more that Erika knows about Dorit or that it's happened before. There's some reason why Erika is so suspicious of Dorit. And I want to back Erika up and I want to know what it is.
Same.
I think it's like it's gonna be like the battle of the blondes. I feel like between them, I don't see them getting along. I mean, just maybe like high and by, but I feel like they're so different. And Erika knows that she's probably gonna be able to kind of take over the situation with Dorit. Like Dorit, I feel like she's not coming to me as such a strong personality yet to, go to Erika like that.
Yeah, I mean, she even kind of iced Erika out and said, oh, Americans just need to settle down. Erika, just relax. Like, that's not the worst thing you could say. Like, when you're trying to build a relationship with someone, you don't tell someone to relax.
Yeah.
That makes me think of the Hot Wives.
Yeah.
The
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
they're gonna do another season.
Calm
of that.
down.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me to calm down.
And then that's when Erika drops her line about, bitch, you're from Connecticut, which is kind of true. I mean, it is. But Dorit says that Erika is like, she in her interview, she's a bit guarded. And I was like, oh, here we go. Like
The guarded word.
The guarded word is dropped. Like, this not being like open. Like, again, then Erika says the following line that comes with that. Well, that needs to be earned. I'm not very open. Like, that's just my personality. And I have to really get to know you. And I'm very introverted. And of course, no one would believe that she's introverted, but anyone that knows real true performers know that they like, even like I would say like even Britney is a good example.
I knew you were
of
gonna
this.
bring up Britney.
Yep. Very like, she's so goofy and like just like kind of like hides her face from like, she's not like really out there.
But on
when
stage, she's somebody else.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I get it. I get Erika, and I definitely can see why the other women won't, because they're not performers like she is in that sense. What do you want to say? Anything?
I'm excited to see the next episode with Dorit kind of coming for Erika, with the gift that she's about to gift her. I'm loving the fact that there's going to be conflict between them, because on tonight's episode we saw a little bit, but that's why we watch these shows, to get that conflict, to see these women kind of butt heads, and I feel like that's going to be a new matchup that people are going to really focus on.
Yeah.
I want to say that, because again, I want there to be some reason why Erika is so hot with Dorit. Not because in this situation, normally I would assume it's because Erika made a big splash as the hot new blonde last season, and now she's worried about getting knocked off by the new hot blonde. But Erika's way too secure for that. She is too cool for that, and that can't be the case.
I agree. Yeah. I don't
So
see
what's
her getting
going
threatened.
on here?
I think it might be also a case of just not gelling well with somebody. Sometimes, like I've said in the past, when you don't vibe with somebody, you don't vibe with somebody. And I feel like she kind of senses that from her. She can't relate to, I mean, yes, Erika's loaded, but with the way that Dorit kind of presents herself, maybe that might not be the style or the kind of lifestyle that Erika can gel with.
Well, maybe there's something like going on here as an undercurrent with Erika.
Or that.
Because Dorit's like, look, I want to get to know you, but you're really guarded. Like, to her face, she's like, you're guarded. And then, I don't think they vibed at her birthday party so much. And then, the comment with Mikey about, I know you've got a lot going on. Like, maybe Erika's just like only half there mentally whenever she's filming and just not that into it. And Dorit's reading into it that she's standoffish.
Yeah.
maybe.
Also, I think what we're all kind of saying here is that Erika really does have stuff going on that we don't know about that could maybe not be just performances and good stuff. So,
Did she say that she didn't know that it was an all-white party, by the way?
yeah.
Okay, all right. Because when I was at the party, I was like, of course Erika would be wearing a half black to ruin the whole Lisa all-white theme. When I saw her, I was like, is that black?
Well, Kyle had to point out that she was wearing this white underwear piece that no one could see, and it started all. I mean, if she said nothing, no one would know.
This is classic Kyle attention getting. This is the same as the splits crap all the time. I wasn't surprised by this.
The hair twirling.
A woman of that age knows you don't wear white under white. You know you wear nude under white. Anyway.
And this is someone who owns 3 boutique stores. Just saying. Yeah, I don't know. So this started the conversation about underwear and who had some and who didn't. And then, I mean, if you listen to that PK, you might think that Erika had her wide open.
I know.
I really don't think that anything was going on. I mean, granted, like, look, the way the Erika's dress, maybe, ladies, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that dress that had, like, the jewelry kind of on the side, like, I don't think you would wear underwear with that because you'd see it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's like I'm sure Erika has done this before and has worn a dress or / skirt before and knows not to open up her legs. We didn't see any of that. We didn't see anything provocative. He was the one that was like kept looking over and said he was getting hot looking at her because he was so uncomfortable.
Then he denies.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
then he
My
denies
favorite
to
word.
his wife that it wasn't getting him excited. He was getting nervous. I'm
That
like,
conversation just went on for so long. I was starting to get uncomfortable,
Yeah.
like in the kitchen.
Well, it came across as mean-spirited.
A little bit.
I thought, I mean, these are just not the kind of conversations that my husband and I would have.
First of all, grow the F up.
Exactly.
Half of them, I'm sure half of them don't wear underwear to half of these shoots, and then they're going to pick on her and be like, oh, cross your legs, put a napkin over your hoo-ha. And, like, Lisa's, like, touching her cooch. Like, Lisa shoved her hand up her dress.
Yes.
Jesus.
Going deep. I know.
Hey.
Yeah. Well, yeah, what else can we say? PK said that Erika's bits are just available to the world.
Well,
I'm like,
what?
really, dude? Like, they're not. Like, she's not
She
a
don't
porn
want
star.
you, I guarantee that.
She's not a porn
not
star
here for
lady.
you.
Yeah.
I feel like she's shown off more in a music video.
Yeah, I mean, well, kind of. I mean,
She does a lot
Yeah.
of splits and V's.
Yes.
Like a V with the legs.
Yeah.
With the...
yeah, and that's her prerogative, but it's not like she's
Right.
walking around with.
No, I don't mind it. It's like they need to accept
Yeah.
that she's a pop star and get the F over it. It's
Yeah.
like always a comment with the clothes, and it's like, please.
I
Yeah.
know. These women, they act prudish with things like this, but yet they're so quick to have these sexual conversations. You know,
Yeah.
they all walk around like my grandmother was saying last night. She's like, all those girls in Beverly Hills, all they do is walk around with their damn boobs out. And I was like, I haven't noticed. Like, really? She goes, yeah, they're all in mini dresses with all the fake boobs out. So I was like, the women, when they were looking at the watches, they were talking about, like, like condoms or whatever. It's like, they're so quick to talk about sexual humor, but the minute someone's a little promiscuous or not wearing underwear and like not even being that overt about it, they have to have a moment. They have to discuss it with the husband. I mean, really? That one.
Well, I'm glad she didn't wear underwear because we wouldn't have been discussing it tonight.
I know.
It made for the episode, actually.
I know.
Made me excited for next week.
I didn't I thought that not wearing underwear is more common, especially with women in dresses and going out.
I do it all the time.
So that's why I'm saying, I'm like, I don't understand what this verifies a full chat for, a storyline.
I mean, I wear underwear all the time, regardless if there's going to be a panty line or not. But
Me too.
I've come to not judge other women for not doing so, because it's like remember the days when it was cool? It was like a thing. Like Lindsay
yeah.
and Brittany and Paris were all doing it.
It was like
Yeah.
2 months of just straight vag.
Yeah. They're part of the elite badge club.
Yes. And then it would be in the magazine with the splatter mark over it,
Yes.
blocking
Yes.
it. Oh my god.
That was more
Brittany
time.
got it the worst, though.
She did.
She did.
She
She was
made
real
the-
slappy a
did
few
it on
months in a
purpose.
row there.
Yeah, she made the mistake more than once and more than twice. But,
We can blame Paris's Mercedes for being that low with the Batman window.
Yes. Oh, a classic time
The
in
original
Hollywood.
Hilton.
McLaren.
Yes. Let's take a look at some news and gossip with Christy Reports.
Let's do it.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Well, this is quite interesting. Erika gave an interview this week, and she reveals that she did not drink on her first season, last season. I didn't realize that. As we were watching, she said, I was completely sober. I did not have a drink at all. I knew that that's how things would escalate, and that's how you can get into trouble. So that's how she kept herself out of trouble. We'll see what happens this season. On a little bit more of a serious note, you guys may remember the Brandy Glanville Joanna Krupa hoopla, shall we call. The lawsuit is ongoing. This is regarding comments that Brandy made on Watch What Happens Live and on the Howard Stern show about Joanna Krupa allegedly having an affair with Mohammed, and there were some graphic comments that she made. Okay, so the latest update is that Andy Cohen and Howard Stern have been dragged into the lawsuit, and they could actually both be called to testify during the court, when the court goes down.
So you get a camera?
Right?
Is it
It's
gonna
already
go
on
that
video.
far? Is it gonna
Sounds
go
kinda
that
so.
far? I know. What do they have to testify for? Rewind the tape.
It sounds like it is, because this originally went down in November of 2013. The lawsuit got filed
God.
early at the beginning of last year. So Krupa's not giving this one up. Not at all. She's alleging slander and emotional distress. So I will keep y'all posted on
her.
that. Brandy's trying to stay in the
Brandy Glanville fan,
headlines.
sorry.
You're not, or
I'm
you
not.
are?
I'm
You're
not
not?
really.
Well, she was making out with her new boyfriend, the EVP of his billionaire father's company. So I'm just trying to say this guy's got some coin. DJ
Sounds like
Freeze Jr. Frazee? I don't know. He's got some fancy ass name, y'all.
Okay.
And Erika, as we reported, did make her Young and the Restless debut last week. If you didn't see it, fear not. It is on the Young and Restless's YouTube page. It is a great little scene. You will love it. Make sure you don't miss it.
She actually did 3. There was the one with the coffee spilling.
Okay,
that
that's the
was
one on
out there.
YouTube.
Yeah, and then there was another scene she had with Eileen where they tried to make up, and then she was a real estate agent on the show. She sold a house to another couple later in the episode. So I'm wondering if they'll make her a recurring character. So
That'd be cool.
Yeah, so
did good.
they gave her a full, three scenes out of an hour show, which is pretty good for a recurring role. Yeah, and if you want to hear my thoughts on it, I was on the Young and the Restless after show on Sunday, just something
cool.
different, and we talked a little bit about it there. So it was a good show. Check it out. It's on AfterBuzz.
That's awesome. Well, Lisa Rinna's not going to let everybody else get the attention. She
Oh.
posted a photo of herself in a black bra and panties on Instagram a few days ago. So if you want to see Lisa and her skivvies, check that out. And just another little tidbit from Lisa. They talked about her QVC line tonight. She's come out recently and said that her QVC line contains only faux leather. So vegans, if you're an Alicia Silverstone fan and you love Lisa Rinna as well, fear not. You can scoop up every bit of those faux leather jackets. And that has been your news and gossip.
Oh, all good stuff. Thank you. Yeah. Well, we can take a look and predict. It looks like there's going to be some underwear gifted. So stupid.
AfterBuzz TV.
I'm actually really looking forward. I don't know. I'm sure you guys know what episode Eden Sassoon is gonna come on.
4. Oh yeah, so next week.
Okay, cool. She just followed me on Twitter, so I'm starting to kind of follow her life, and she takes a lot of time on her Instagram stories. So you guys should check that out for sure. So I'm excited to see what she's gonna add and contribute.
I have very high hopes for her addition to the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
I posted a throwback interview with her on my YouTube channel a few days ago. So
nice.
if you guys want to know about Eden before we see her next week, make sure you check that out.
Yes. Sounds good. All right. Well, happy holidays. and
Oh,
Merry
sorry if I
Christmas,
steamrolled over
everyone.
predictions.
No, I think that's it. I don't have much to predict. Megan, anything good over there?
No, I feel like we saw a lot in the promo, so I'm I'm going that direction.
Yes. Yes. Well, I will be on the East Coast next week. Well, never fear, we're having our show. It's on the schedule, I saw, so you guys can check us out next week here at AfterBuzz TV.
No, we're off next week.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, the
we're
studio's going to be
closed.
closed.
Oh, I thought I saw it on the schedule. I could check specifically. Sorry, no, lie.
So we'll be back.
Edit that out.
We'll be back the following week.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry about that. I am.
Fear not.
Yes. Anyway, all right. You guys can check us out on all of our social medias. Where can we find you guys?
Oh, hey guys, it's Megan. You can find me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. It's all at Megan Stecher. It's MEGANSTECHER. Happy New Year and happy holidays.
Hey guys, you guys can follow me at Thomas Orlina on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook. And I take a lot of time on my Snapchat and Instagram, so check it out.
Yeah, ooh, good stuff. And please watch the Maury Povich show tomorrow. That is Wednesday. I will be breaking down some caught on camera holiday themed moments with Maury co-hosting a segment. And if you want to check out that Eden Sassoon interview or my recap of Paige and Del Rio from Total Divas' crazy year, please check it out at youtube.com/Christy Reports. I really appreciate it.
Nice.
And I get a lot of great comments on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat as well. I don't read the YouTube comments, but a lot of you reach out to me and let me know that you enjoy me on this show, which I really, really appreciate. And you can do that at Christy Reports.
And you guys can vote.
Not for sale, sorry. Not yet.
And you guys can find me over on Twitter at Grants__rants. I appreciate all of your tweets. I try to get back to everyone and share my thoughts about all these crazy ladies. And if you're looking for some weekend enjoyment while you travel or around the holidays, listen to Grant's Rants Hollywood Talk Holiday Party Panel. It's the most recent episode, number 44. Christy's on it. It's a bunch of former alums. A lot of AfterBuzzers came in and came out too. It's a really good show. I encourage you to check it out. Grant's Rants Hollywood Talk on all major podcasting platforms. We'll say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from the Real Housewives of BH after show here at AfterBuzz TV.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.